So today is fagoting. Fagoting is a decorative way of putting two fabric together with a space in between, and with the space is created by the decorative stitches. Okay, so we see this in clothing, we see this in home deck, cosplay, you know, before they didn't have sewing machine years ago. So how do they sew sleeve with the body or any part of a clothing? Well, they use that open seam. It's decorative, it's nice, heirloom, you can use it. So let's go to the machine. When you don't look at me, I'll put my glasses. The bobbin thread, same color about as the upper thread, or close to it. You'll see what you'll see later on. Okay, I do prepare my fabric. My fabric here, I use cotton, as you see on the sample. Okay, but to be able to lay it flat, I starch my fabric before. This is one way to do it. So I starch my fabric with Terrial Magic. I'm showing you the best way I found over the years with practicing and teaching to my students. Okay, so I found the better way to do this is what I'm teaching you. There's two ways. So sorry, I'm going to come back here because we had a problem with the screen. Drop in bobbin, easy set bobbin case. Okay, then it's set. I said we should use the same color, well, same palette of color. So you remember those, this is Janome holder, a thread holder. So I have thicker thread. I found the stitches are better with a thicker thread. So 30 and up, but not thicker than 12. 12 is the thicker one I'm going to use. Okay, so I said I starch my fabric to hold it good. This is one technique. This is sliding because I'm moving it. Okay, so I'll show you two things with the threading. Again, I'm working with the Continental M7. Okay, and oh, bon, une autre affaire. Okay, so you remember this, your bobbin thread between two spool holder, but I use thicker thread and it slides. So what I like to do here, I like to insert from the back, I cannot see through, and over. Now I'm sure I won't have any knot, any twisting things, you know. So bon, I pinch it. Okay, I'm okay. Then I use my usual threading pat. Okay, threading. Some thread, it depends what we use. Or when they're too thick or with two thread twisted together, they don't thread very well. They shred like exactly like this here, exactly like what happened. Okay, so what I do then, the usual way. Okay, inside my needle like I'm used to it. And what I need to do now, I need my bobbin thread. One time down, up and down my needle, and it's not long enough. I'll pull. Okay, and I should use my lock, but I have to go fast. Okay, so I have my two thread here that I keep on my right hand. Okay, because when I'll do a stitch, I like to start, you know, when you start at the beginning. I like to help my fabric to go I like to help my fabric to go back. Okay, to go well at the back. Okay, so I said I starch my fabric. That's what I did here. This is my test to sew with you, just to show you how to sew. But I used I starch my fabric. And here another technique that I'd like to show you is I put water soluble sticky stabilizer. And I'm in Janome, Canada. Huh? So Janome, Canada, it's not windy. It's hot, so warm and humid here that we put the fan. So this one is not sticky. This is Madeira. Janome is the importer of the Madeira fabric. So this is water soluble. But for this technique, I prefer to use Madeira Avalon Fix. So it's just a little bit sticky. And I glue my pieces of fabric at the back. And I need an equal spacing. I'm saying right. Okay? That's two different ways of doing it. And I'll show you something else after. I use, for thick thread, purple tip needle. And as I said, another way is I starch my fabric. This really helps me, really. Terrial Magic. I speak about Terrial Magic because Janome Canada is the importer of this, distributor of this, I should say starch fabric, and whatever Janome Canada does, I believe. Huh? So I talk about their product. And then you have to try some stitches. This is a piece of cotton, you know, with interfacing. You have to try. You need the stitch as wide as it can be. I use, of course, 9mm stitches. And I did a few tests. Do I like it? With different thread. So this is size 12, but with a thicker stitch. This is, I'm not sure. This is a twisted thread. Twisted 35. Variegated thread 35. And then a regular cotton thread size 35 again. That's what I have. Okay. So you test before. And I need a stitch that will hold each side of my two pieces. You see, this is, see, I didn't wet it good. I'll show you on my other sample. It's easy, it'll be easier. You see? You see through? It's really an open seam. Okay, this is what I want to achieve. So, first way to do it is trying to glue it. Not glue, but hold them together. I'm going to help myself. No, I'm going to hold my thread. My French is good, you know. I don't go that fast. So you see, I want to make sure that I'm catching every piece of fabric just a little bit, and this is to hold. Now I have to choose my stitch. I'm going to Heirloom. Heirloom, it's nice. This is Heirloom in French. Okay, so I'm going, this is really popular. You saw this before. This is really popular. So this is good. This is good. This is, you know what, they're almost all good. Look at this one. Okay, and you keep going. You want to see them all on the machine? You have the icon on the top. Sorry, maybe you didn't see before. The icon, and then I see if I like. You see, this cannot be good. This is not bad, not too great, not good at all. Let's say any one of them. Let's say that I'm going to try that one. Okay, I need for sure 9mm wide if I have a 9mm machine. If I don't have a 9mm, I'm going to try 7mm. Okay, I don't go that fast, and I don't use my thread cutter. do not use it because your thread is thick. Okay, for sure I don't go that fast to start. I don't have a foot control. So you see, I'm helping my fabric to go at the back. You see my hand? I'm pulling. So when I'm gone, when it's going, it's going, huh? So with this type of technique, you have to remove it after. I'll go a little bit faster. The thing you have to do is you have to be equal. You don't want this narrow and then wide and narrow and wide. That's why also my F2 foot guide me to help me to guide my fabric. But I'll show you something else after. Okay, lock stitch. You see, I'm not in the fabric. I did it on purpose because I want to show you something. Okay, needle up, foot up, and I'm using my little scissors if I wanted to, if I want to cut close, or you use your thread cutter on the side. Sorry, on the side. I did it on purpose to cut my thread. I want to show you something else. See? What do you do with all your threads? All your little bits of something, keep them, and you're not cheap, don't worry. One day, if I'm still around, I'll show you what to do. I'll show you something to do with this. Okay? So this is, I just want to put it nice for you. It's a thimble, but you should see the big other can that I have. So this should be, something should be near your sewing machine. So you see, look how nice it is, and equal. Okay? So you're going to tell me, Celine, then I have to remove it. Yes, steam it. I did steaming, but not, just a little bit to left some to show you. This didn't go into the water, so that's why you're seeing a little bit of filming. So just steaming with your iron, steaming. Whoops, I'm sorry, I didn't move it. She just showed me, sorry. So you see, it's hard to talk and the camera, and it's hard for me anyway. So okay, so you see, this is because I didn't put enough steam, but this one is gone. Maybe you say, oh, I don't want to bother with this. I want to do with this something easier. I'm finished, it's ready. I don't want to start to make some tape. This is very effective, and I'll show you the back. So look what I did. So I stiff my fabric. First, I didn't tell you, but you need a finished edge on both sides. So I did 1 inch, 2 inches, half iron and starch. Then I stick what I told you, Madeira, Avalon Fix, or similar. I'm saying all or similar because you're all over the world. With your comments, you're coming from everywhere. So you see, this is from the fabric. What I do, I keep it. You know, one day we'll do something very nice with the leftover. Sewing is a good hobby. It's expensive to start with because we have to buy so many things, but we use them all. We put almost nothing into the garbage. You should see what Michael did with his remnant of. Michael is my manager. Okay, so he's collecting them and sew them together. It's really, really nice. So I'm going and I'm trying threads. Okay, one thing I want to show you before. You saw that I went off the fabric. This shouldn't happen. You remember what is a sequence? Sequence is 1 stitch, needle up, okay, foot up. This is a sequence. Okay, now if I start again, I'm coming down, and if I do lock stitch is this icon. If I do it now, I didn't go at the end of the fabric. Okay, so you keep going. But sometimes, you know, oh, you say, oh, I should have stopped right there. And I press my lock stitch and it's not, so you know what to do? It's not at the end. So while you're sewing, press reverse. It's stopping right away. So to finish your sequence, to stop right away. So you're never into trouble. Okay, so this is good. This is just to show you. You see, when you stop and you're not there, you have a little gap here. You don't want this. So instead of doing lock stitch too much before, use your reverse button, and you should always have this near you to try a few things. I really hope you're trying what I'm showing you. So then you say, okay, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to bother with sticking and rinsing, and so this is starch. So you say, I'm good. I'm gonna go just with my hands like this. You want, well, maybe you're better than me. This is really possible. Okay, so what I did is, when you buy a machine, most of the time you have 2 needle plate. I'm switching needle plate that I already prepared. Okay, and with tape, I need the width of, on the needle plate here, I need almost that width, even a little bit narrower, there's no problem. So you see, I didn't use the thread cutter. With the tape, I stick it there. Look what's gonna happen. I'll do a close-up. I'll do a close-up. Okay. See? I put my F2 foot, and okay. So you see, I can do alignment. Okay, foot down. I'm going to switch stitch because I don't want you to see the same thing all the time. And I need a stitch that is going, oh no, I don't want to do this, you know, going row after row. I want to choose here. Let's see this one. 5 millimeter, not good. The widest I can with my machine. My machine allows me 7 millimeter, 7 millimeter. My machine allows me 9. Let's go. You'll have a nice opening. So that's one thing. Also, you can change the length of your stitch. There's no problem, but not too wide, because you're going to your garment will fall apart. Okay. So I'm zooming. I hope. Okay. I think I'm okay. Again, I didn't switch thread now. Again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Too fast, Celine. But at least you see when I make a mistake. I'm not ashamed to make a mistake. I don't want to make a mistake, but if I make some, so you see, I'm guiding my fabric. Okay, needle up, foot up. There you go. Oh, maybe here you see, oops, hold on. On the white here you see better. Look at this. No, hold on. Look at this. Okay, so this is equal. This helped me. What is this? You don't buy this. It's a coil from a zipper. You see? It's a coil. I cut the fabric on the side. I kept it closed at the beginning, and it's open. And instead, let's say I want to use white now, another thread that I want to show you. So I need to change my thread underneath. I need to put white. Okay, because my other thread is white, I want to show you how to thread it. It's a thicker thread. I don't need to do this. I need a tail of thread. Okay, and here's my thread. I'll just have to change. So you see, it's there and it's aligned. I have to be careful. Now I'll show you my other thread. I hope that won't slide. No, I think my support is not that great. Okay, so what I do, I'm using I don't know if you see a spool, because this is big, you know, it's a big spool. It's sliding, but I don't want my spool goes up sometimes. This is a special, whoa, this is a special holder for your spool of thread. Whoops. Special holder. If it didn't come with your machine, you can buy that part, and it'll keep my spool into place, no problem. So this is a thicker thread, size 12. Again, in the hole over, and then you thread your machine. I'll move the camera. Okay, I'll keep threading. Thread, 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 thread. Not sure it's going to work. I'll try. See? Not great. So I'd rather do it. It depends how the thread, what kind of a thread you have. When I mean what kind, I don't mean the brand. Huh? I mean how it was twisted and how thick it is and how my needle. So many things are. Oh yeah, in front of you. I hope I'll do it good. So my. Oh yeah. I must be too shy. No, I'm okay. Okay. So my 2 threads. Okay. I'll do the same thing here. So this is more white. This is why I change. Sorry, this is why I change my lower thread, or my bobbin thread, I should say. Bobbin thread, that's the word. Okay. I'll change stitch just for fun, you know, just to show you something else. I'll put something what's nage, which is a quilting. What's in quilting? I want, okay, let's try this one. 9mm, 3.5. Oh, for fun, let's put it to 2.5, just for fun, to have more, it'll be stronger first, and to have more stitch between the. Okay, Janome should, I don't know if they listen to me. I don't know if they will listen to me, if they watch that video, or if they will listen what I'm saying. We need a spacer specific for fagoting, because fagoting is really, really nice. Start. I'm holding my threads to start with, and then, so you see my spacer. So I'm using a sewing tool, which is zipper coil. I make sure I catch. Okay, I'll go real slow now because I want you to see the end. Okay, oh well, they're slow and slow, huh? Okay, I'm still in fabric on both ways. Yes, and stop. That's it. Needle up, foot up, then whatever you want to do. Look at this. Oh, I was too close to. Okay. Look how nice. Whoops. Look how nice it is. So this is a size 12 size. Yeah, that's the word. The thickness of the thread, 12. So I used variegated. I'll show you the sample again. It's correct, huh? Okay, so I used this thread, like I said, size 8, the same thing again. No, this is, you know, I don't remember what I did. This is cotton, that's for sure. You see, bad start, not even. Look here. This is nice. This is very nice. Variegated thread, the same thread that I'm using now, and this one is a thinner thread, 100% cotton again. Okay, so I think stabilizer, I told you, thread that always make a test before. I think I told you everything. I'm writing down what I have to tell you because I might forget. Okay, so I'll switch camera to say goodbye. Am I in time? I'm in time now. 30 minutes là. It's a speedy live. It's live, huh? It's live. Okay. Again, I want to thank you. You know what? Thank you is a small word to me, but it means more than what I'm just saying, okay? I read all your comments. I really try to answer. I think I'm doing good, but these days I'm overloaded, and like all the other educators and all the Janome Canada, because we're preparing the Janome Institute. So we're loading of work, and I'll do my best to answer you again. Sorry if I don't answer you live, but I cannot talk with the two sides of my mouth, huh? Just one. So thanks for watching again, and I'm happy to tell you that we still have a date next week. So practice, please send me picture, or send Janome picture, because it's Janome America. Send them picture of your trial, your samples. I'm saying okay. So have a good week. Bonne semaine tout le monde. Bye bye everybody.